Okay, so no introduction today. Nothing on that, but still follow me on BitChute, Brighteon, and Rumble. Any of the other social media platforms you guys think of. It's the project and commentary I was talking about for the longest time. I was dreading doing this shit. I really often was, honestly, but just a quick insight of who this person is. It's like, oh, false allegations against this chick. And that's the thing. I said with storytime YouTubers and all this other stuff, not throwing shade at people like Hopeless Peaches versus this other chick, Mrs. CreepShow Art, better known as Shannon, which I'm actually going to read this here in a wiki or two. I don't know if you guys can see that. And this has been out for, I think, 2 years, so this is already public information. I'm not trying to dox or harass or any of this kind of BS that some people do. I'm just going to read the wiki or two fan about who this chick is. Shannon Margaret Campbell. I'm not sure if that's her real middle name. I think Campbell, she said before in some of her videos. I'm not sure if she was being sarcastic or not. But after 102 videos now, it was 101 yesterday. It was 102 videos of watching this 3.5 weeks non-stop of watching almost every single video she's ever done. I think she has about 700-800 videos, which I'm not gonna watch every single one of those after that. And this is like the last time I ever get deep into enough information. This chick, Hopeless Features versus another one, CreepShow Art, or better known as. She said it wasn't her real last name, but maybe it is. I don't know. So it says career before I get into this thing, because I'm gonna have to do awkward pauses, of course. Anyways, Shannon's American artist, YouTuber, commentator, and story timer. The thing, I never really cared about story time. Most of them, I'm not trying to sound like a sexist or have a hatred, bigotry outlook on LGBTQIA+, because a lot of them that are in the members for LGBTQIA+, are not trying to get into politics, or they're usually Democrats most of the time, along with them being females most of the time. I mean, I don't have no problem with type of group or category or lifestyle they like to live that they were born and raised in. I don't have no condescending bullshit allegory, sort of like hidden agendas to shit on this person or crap and talk a lot of crap on this person, because it's literally like middle school, high school. And every single video I've seen this chick and Hopeless Peaches is literally like middle school, high school drama, but on a bigger scale. This is like the whole damn world of YouTube is watching us now. Well, not for me, of course, but her audience is almost 400,000 plus subscribers compared to the other one. She had almost like 93, 97,000 Hopeless Peaches, but then she did some real fucked up shit. And then she's like at 76,000 now. So it says Shannon, and I'm reading through the wiki YouTube, and then there's another one from Insider. I'll leave the links to both of these down below. Yeah, Insider.com. Shannon created her YouTube channel on April 4th. Oh, wow. I thought it was 2018 she created it. I thought it was her DeviantArt. I guess not. 2016, started uploading videos on March 20th, 2018. Okay, 2018. I started making storytime videos and subsequently other malicious content tours such as Rage and Art Rage series. I didn't know they call it Art Rage. And like I said, the only 4 things I do 100% agree with her is she has a lot of hatred and animosity towards people like Mr. Dawson, that dude, Jeffree Star, a bunch of other people, Taddy Westbrook. I agree with her 100,000% on that shit, because she hates those mother effers like I do. I'll agree with her on that part, and a few other things I'll agree with. Other shit I'll disagree with her on. Because in my own personal opinion, I'm gonna sound like a bigot when I say this. I don't want to try to, but I don't agree with the whole like their lifestyle, certain things for LGBTQI. Even though I just said I did, but IRL out there in the real world. I'm not saying I'm a super mega bigot when it comes to that shit, but it just rubs me the wrong way. Actually, a lot of these people, I grew up on a lot of this stuff. She grew up on a lot of things like Fairly Odd Parents and Damn Fans, and she was 100% saying she was bisexual. That's great. That's good what she wants to do, but I guarantee if I ever had kids one day, there's no way in hell I'm teaching them none of that fucking shit. And I'm gonna let the cartoons and shit and anime fuck up their minds completely, saying, "Oh, I'm a person of this. I'm a mixed blended gender of that. I'm 100,000 other like gender fluidity stuff." There's no way in hell I'm ever gonna get my fucking kids to be like that. Fuck that shit. I'm just saying, just putting it out there right now. Anyways, also goes on to say, my little nephew thinks this here, so if you hear anything in the background, you know why. Also goes on to say, and then the stuff I disagree with is about the whole drag queen stuff, like RuPaul's Drag Race stuff. 100,000,000,000%. I'm sorry, Shannon, but I disagree with that lifestyle. And because I'm being a bigot or an asshole, or I had a Christian upbringing and stuff, but that to me personally is just a wrong thing. And hopefully none of her fans like end up fucking dogpiling me or attacking me for any of that fucking shit just for speaking out an opinion. It just is what it is. I disagree with that lifestyle, especially someone being pedos, which is really, really fucking disgusting and nasty as shit in my opinion. Really, really degrading crap. There's no way in hell. If I had kids right now, thank God I do not have children, because if I did, had a son or daughter right now, there's no way in hell I'll let them go into the library or some dude that might be some penitentiary prison fucking person or whatever that hurt and destroyed little kids like that in a real evil, fucked up, satanic way. There's no way in hell. I got to disagree with that 1,000,000%. I know she likes to agree with that stuff, but I'm just saying. Even though that's like the reason why she got into art and creativity, through drag and stuff like that. That's why I didn't like that other video I did, reaction video 2 months ago from Getting a Robot, saying LGBTQIA is the reason why a lot of Pokemon trainers are so, in a Pokemon there's so much representation. And that made me cringe like a mother effer. It was disgusting. I didn't like it. Trash. Well, let's move on. Addicted to prawn storytime CreepShow Art, Shannon shifted her content to make primary commentaries on controversial people, circumstances, and etc. Oh, I thought she was born May 15. It says she was born May 13, 1993. Okay. So there's that. Huh. I'm surprised there's nothing more than that. That's all she had. Oh, I guess, yeah. She says Instagram, DeviantArt, merchandise, da-da-da-da-da. Still active. Oh, 398,000. Dang. As of the recording of this video, it's almost 398,000. So there's that. So she's almost at 400K. She'll probably be a lot more than that. Oh! Really? I don't know if I should give that information. I know she made that public information. But look at right there. Ironically enough. I hope I'm not doxing myself when I do this, but look at that. I think she was born in Oregon or California. I'm just making assumptions. Allegedly she was born in Oregon, California, because she lives out here in Vegas. Holy shit. That's kind of crazy. This ain't the first time I had like a big time YouTuber live out here in Vegas. I remember I had Akidiris, a couple people like Cupquake, another chick that used to live out here, Holly, Pokemon Master Holly. I don't like how they shit one. I unsubbed him a couple months ago. Anyways, 3, 2, 1, let's get it in. It's probably gonna be trash. I'm gonna pause it a few times, but here we go. I don't know. What the other dude is saying, I only saw like 4 seconds of it. Let's see how this spill the tea shit goes. I don't like getting this type of shit. This is the last time I'll ever do video videos of any super controversial art commentary person or storytime person, because, you know, I just don't want to get in a shitload of trouble with any of their fans. Most of them are probably predominantly young, too.
I want to do something called Fun with Screenshots. I didn't want to do this actually against another creator because it would be really, really uncool of me to do and make me an even bad person. Because essentially what I can do, I have 2 phones. I can save somebody in my phone, put their name, I can put a profile picture that I find of them online, and I can have a conversation with myself.
And it's so funny how screenshots work. I mean, people reach out to me during this time, and even somebody actually sent me these screenshots from her. And I don't know if they're true or not. I mean, I was sent these. This is a person that I've talked to a few different times. It was actually, they reached out.
I'm going to read these ones. I'm doing good at my thing, exposing people. Alright, see what's okay to me, want, da-da-da-da. Minor thing, lol, he wasn't much younger than me. Oh, this is the stuff that's really, really evil, dirty shit, man. Especially when they're screwing around with little kids as grown-ass freaking man. Because I know I'm a grown-ass man, almost 32 years old. There's no way in absolute God's green earth will ever do nothing to harm a kid. There's no way. I would never bring myself to do that. That's super evil, satanic, Illuminati, Freemason shit, in my opinion.
To me through TikTok. Do you have evidence? The screenshot showed CreepShow Art. CreepShow said on her Instagram story they're fake. I'd have to believe it.
After the 101 plus videos I saw from Shannon AK CreepShow Art, there is one thing is strongly passionate against, is to protect children, protect kids. She's super big advocate. She's a very big activist when it comes to that. Keep children safe on the internet from evil asshole predator pedo motherfuckers, because that's some evil ass shit. So at least we got the same, like, me and her agree on that sort of thing. That part I would agree with her.
But then if she said on her Instagram story that she's already reaching out, it's probably real. She probably used the same person that got my screenshots cut up. I don't know.
Did this full-grown, fully formed human man literally just make a video talking about how he is going to make fake screenshots and then make a video about me using fake screenshots that are so obviously fake, because I have never said LOL unironically in my own McFrickin' chicken life. Yeah, you bet he did. And he did that proudly on his channel, and I am Just tired. I am so tired. So this might in fact be the weirdest video I have ever had to make, like full stop. Like I know I made a video going over the 3-month long period of time, which is somehow still in 2020, where Sexy Vegan, yes, that Sexy Vegan, was constantly sending me DMs trying to catfish me and was DMing me at like 1 in the morning every day because he really liked the video I made on him before, which you know, was completely normal and not strange at all. But then after he sent me a message about a girl giving him an STD, which I never responded to, he went full nice guy on me because I stopped responding to him. I never thought the video I made on that situation would be topped, but no, I think this video, I think this beats that one fully. Like this might maybe just beat out Sexy Vegan telling me that I am a fat nobody who he'd never sleep with and ending it with telling me how lonely he is. Because today I'm actually responding to a video that was made on me by a former mental health channel who I called out for talking inappropriately with a minor, which they admitted to. You know, you remember that guy who was called out and exposed for using his personal private phone number as a mental health tip line, and he talked to a 16-year-old about if she smelled and if her ass stank, and that was something he admitted to, by the way. Yeah, he made a video about me, and I'm going to be responding to him because for some reason he thought it would be smart or good, or just it would behoove him to make a video where he posted fake DMs of me admitting to being in a relationship.
That part, I can kind of relate to that, because nowadays you can literally fake anything on the internet, from Reddit posts, 4chan posts, Discord server posts, Twitters, tweets, all that shit. You can really fake super professional. It's hard as fuck for me, personally, to tell that difference.
With a minor when I was 22, which never happened. And that's just so baffling and stupid. And he's on video months before saying he was going to do it. So I don't know.
I'm gonna do something called fun with screenshots. I didn't want to do this actually against another creator because it would be really, really uncool of me to do and make an even bad person. Because essentially what I can do, I have 2 phones. I can save somebody in my phone, put their name, I can put a profile picture that I find of them online, and I can have a conversation with myself.
Part of me thought that during my week off or so, where I was literally dying from my body's reaction to hydrocodone, that I would come back and...
I actually saw that video of her. She said she was on a lot of medication and stuff because she had I don't know if it was chest surgery or something from her neck, or head surgery. I don't know what kind of surgery it was, but hopefully she makes a full speed recovery on that. I'll give her that.
This would be peachy king. That I would just return to the internet and find it all neat and tidy, and there'd be nothing to talk about or do or say. But no, everything is still terrible, and it's so fun. I'm having a...
No offense to Shannon, but sometimes she does come a tad bit hyperbolic. She kind of has a little bit of a collectivism sort of thing. I'm not saying that she controls her fans, but my own personal opinion, it's like she wants to lead a lot of her fans, and most of them are probably assuming young little teenage girls. Most of them are a very young, impressionable audience. Even though she's 27 compared to me, I'm an older man compared to that. So I've seen a lot of that shit around the internet compared way before she was around. It's some crazy fucking shit. The wild, wild west of the internet sometimes. And she was around in the MySpace days like I was. It's crazy, man.
Time online. This is so nice for me. However, before we get into the meat and potatoes, those thick little boys of this video, I want to once again do another creator shout out, because this time it's for a channel that straight up helped me stay sane while I was really going through it this past week, and that person is Christopher Tom here on YouTube. Christopher is a YouTuber who makes incredible deep dive content. And my best guess is that you probably have watched at least one of his videos, that being the Fall of Boogie 2988, which is currently sitting at almost 4 million views,
cool.
Which is a lot. And like most videos that hit that number, it's because he made...
that dude's super controversial now, Francis. U298. And you can only remember any 1 or 2 videos. I was on my other camera, you don't see my face, so... Man, that dude's full of shit nowadays. It's disgusting. Likes to play the victim a lot, but he's just a liar.
Something truly interesting to watch, and his content is excellent. Chris's videos are amazing, well thought out, and impressive, especially for the depths at which he dives into his topic. Like where people like me and other commentary channels will kind of talk about generalities or situations and not go fully into it, Chris goes dick deep, and his videos really immerse you into the subject matter. And it's truly commendable, seeing as there is no guarantee here on YouTube that any work you do will be rewarded. But Chris puts in time, effort, and love, and he deserves all the love and support in the world for it. I have been watching his content for at least a year now, out, starting with his video on Boogie298, and I adore his content, mainly because it's what I watch when I'm going through anything mentally and I need to zone out, or when I'm working out. It's just perfect to listen to, and I truly know some of his videos by heart at this point, which is weird. It's weird that I can recite his words back to him, but like, I mean that in the nicest of all ways. His content is amazing, and 10 out of 10, he should have all the subscribers in the world and all the success that comes along with that. I'm going to go ahead and link his channel in the description box down below, and I'm going to seriously encourage all of you guys to check him out. It's actually alarming to me that he only has 63,000 subscribers, because his work is deserving of so many more eyes on it, and I just hope you guys go check him out and agree with me on that, if anything. My current favorite video of his is the one about Nikocado Avocado, but honestly, watch any of his videos, they're all fantastic. You can't go wrong. So, once again, go check Chris out. I'm leaving my main man in the description, and with that, let's get into this video, because for some reason, I have to respond to a man saying that my videos are akin to me dealing heroin. He said I deal heroin, which is definitely an analogy that can be made. Seems legit, doesn't seem hyperbolic at all, so let's do this, shall we? So let me refresh you guys a little bit and start at the beginning with who is Eric B. Zink. For those of you who don't know, this is Eric. Eric is or was a mental health YouTuber and TikToker who was known for...
Oh, it's no wonder I never heard of this dude. It's because he was from TikTok. I don't touch none of that thing with a 9-inch pole, man. The only time I've ever seen is maybe like cosplay girls doing like, you know, animated little TikToks. Other than that, that's it. Never got any deeper than that.
Making pretty helpful content.
My personal opinion, place is a fucking cesspool, cancer, the internet, virtual Babylon, in my opinion.
Mental health. His content was pretty much him trying to send positivity and understanding to people who were struggling with their mental health, which is something that he had been working on and doing for years on YouTube under the name Driven Industries. The first time I ever personally interacted with Eric was over a year and some change ago, when I was originally calling the Rewired Soul out for his bullshit, because Eric was right there.
I heard of this dude last year. He talked about my boy Desmond Amo for Etika. And he was trying to make a profit off of his, after he passed away and deceased. The Rewired Soul. I heard about this dude. Heard some good things about him, and I heard a lot of negative, a lot of crazy garbage connotation toward him too. The dude's like a fake psychologist, which sucks. It is what it is. It's up in the air with the dude. It sucks because he sounds super educated and super mega articulate and sounds very big brain, like super ingenious, but here's a manipulator on Twitter. He's a real nasty piece of shit on Twitter. That's what I heard. I'm not sure if those rumors. Heard about it a year ago. I don't know.
On the front lines, showing how mental health advocacy should look like in comparison. Eric was right there calling Chris out, showing how you could use YouTube and social media responsibly. And at the time, I thought nothing of him. He was just a guy making videos on a similar subject matter, and everything was easy peasy lemon squeezy. But of course, it could not stay like that. No. Jesus, God, and Walter Elias Disney all looked at me, flipped me off a little bit, and said fuck you directly into my mouth for expecting things not to get weird. Because of course, this is the internet. Everything goes to shit here. In September of this year, it came out that Eric, who had used his personal phone number as a mental health hotline of sorts, had been talking inappropriately with a fan who had been in crisis, who was also 16 years old. He was saying incredibly weird, inappropriate things, like asking her if her armpit smelled, asking her if it smelled worse when she farted, and just all in all, taking things to a very weird, very smelly, and frankly, seemingly really fetishy place, which is entirely inappropriate. It also should be noted that no licensed mental health therapist or professional or just average human person would talk to a 16-year-old who is struggling with their mental well-being like this, namely because it's just weird. Now, before I go any further, it might be important for some of you guys to know that I, personally, me, Shannon, the person behind here, have dealt with a lot of mental health issues in my time. I have been diagnosed with clinical depression since I was a child. I have generalized anxiety disorder, been struggling with that for years.
I remember she had anxiety disorder. I didn't know she had like clinical, like official, like professionalistic, like real bad, like bad depression. I didn't know about that. I must have missed one or two of those videos when she said that in her older videos from 2 years ago. I must have skipped that one. I don't know.
And I also deal with PTSD from my time being homeless. I have received a fair bit of help with my mental...
I remember in a lot of the videos, I remember when I was watching, she said she was always admitting she was homeless. That's been one of the most scary, deranged, off up things to do. I haven't been homeless yet, but like I said, probably February or March, if I don't take that VAXX. They do enforce VAXXs, shot in the arm. I might have to be, and sadly experience that. So that's why I wrote down a bunch of notes on her, how to survive in the streets when you're homeless, which... very good video. If I can find that, I'll leave it down below.
health because, quite frankly, my head is not a wonderful place to be all the time, and it's never going to be a wonderful place to be 100% of the time. And I realized that I needed to seek help for a lot of the issues that I personally deal with and I struggle with. So when I say something like no mental health professional would talk to a 16-year-old who's in crisis like this, I mean it. I am not pulling that out of my ass. I'm saying that because it would not happen, and if it did, you're going to the wrong therapist, man. No person should talk to a child, a minor, in this way when they're in crisis. I also forgot to mention that this man also was using an OnlyFans account, which normally I would have no issue with because...
You already know how the fuck I feel about OnlyFans. That place is literally like a prostitution ring of like real nasty disgusting deranged shit that goes in there. It's like mega TikTok on steroids. I would never in a billion years ever be a simp mother effer like paying for all that freaking stuff. It's disgusting, man. OnlyFans could rot now, in my opinion.
Sex work is work. I have no problem with this. Had he also not been trying
That's another thing and I got to disagree with him. The whole sex work is very, very bad. I look down on that like a mother effer, so sorry, Shane, I got to disagree with that 100% because that's real nasty, degrading, disgusting to women, in my opinion.
Sleep with his fans, who once again were people who came to him because mentally vulnerable and needed mental health help, which to me is just such a huge power imbalance and incredibly screwed up in my perspective. Like, if you have of-age fans, that's fine. But if you're talking about being a mental health professional and also saying you want to sleep with your fans who are coming to you for your mental health, it doesn't make sense. It's so creeptastic, and I still have such an issue with that.
Nothing better than being one of the largest mental health advocates, founder of a nonprofit. Put your number out there every single day for people to know that they're all right. Somebody asks you, why do you have an OnlyFans page? Well, sometimes people gotta be filled with positivity. Just saying.
Now I, like most people who stumbled across the fact that this mental health advocate had used his crisis tip line as a way to text with a 16-year-old and ask her how she smelled, I was really grossed out. I thought his actions were incredibly gross, and I was watching so many other content creators at the time call him out. Creators like Drama and Opinion, Unmumsy Musings, Miss Jiffy, and more. And not only was I grossed out by his actions with the 16-year-old, I was also grossed out by his actions in response to him being called out. Eric, in response to all these videos coming out, all these TikToks showing what he had said and done, showing his actions, took it upon himself to go to his local police department and get a card with a filing number, not a police report. He got a card with a filing number to say that he's shown the police everything that had happened and that...
So when you're doing law enforcement with the police, the SWAT team, all that other shit, you gotta be extremely stern and very serious about those serious allegations and situations and go on to these people. Very, very bad. I'm saying, if he didn't do it in that sort of way and fashion, not saying the police are always guilty all the time. Some are good cops, some are bad, nasty pig motherfuckers who are disgusting. Some like to hurt unfortunate black and brown people, which sucks. Not trying to be a SJW cancel culture person, but it's just how I see things.
They said it wasn't against the law. It made it seem like everyone else who was upset with him was simply blowing everything out of proportion.
Don't talk to everybody like they're null. I learned that, and it's my fault. And OnlyFans page, I took that down too. It was
Hey YouTube, how's it going?
Okay, this is where I gotta pause the video. Alright, so let's continue with the video. It's stupid ass commercials. There's probably gonna be another one coming up, unfortunately.
It was, but it's out. Everything happening on TikTok right now based off of 2 screenshots that are going around. Yes, 2 screenshots. Shows that mental illness in society in general, you can be judged off of 2 screenshots. There should have been 12 screenshots. But little information can go a long way, not all the information. The La Palma, California Police Department.
He actually did go to law enforcement with the cops. Oh, wow. This guy is a real piece of nasty ass works bad.
Morning there, right here is the card and the report number. But everything I went through and showed them. They made a report. They said there's nothing to do. But I'm big on keeping myself accountable. So for anyone that's questioning about anything except for the police, that's the police department. Here's the report number for the La Palma Police Department.
It's like Florida or California.
Because I will keep myself accountable for anything and everything I ever do.
I can say that because we don't have no palm trees like that out here in Vegas. So it's got to either be Florida or California. Maybe it's Hawaii. I don't know.
That's a question.
Even though, in reality, I think we can all agree, all of us in a circle can go one by one and say, yes, I agree with this statement, that texting a 16-year-old girl at 3 a.m., asking her if her pit smell, and if her ass smells, and if she's gonna fart soon, while it might not be illegal, it's definitely unethical, and not something that a mental health professional, advocate, or otherwise should do. If this was someone's therapist, if I had a 16-year-old daughter, and she was talking to her therapist like this at 3 in the morning, that's a quick, swift no, my guy. We can all agree that while you might miss jail time, that no one should rely on you for mental health guidance or advice, my guy, because of your actions. That's what it was. And it's truly that simple. Now that is bare bones what Eric did. There's a lot more. He tried to deflect by saying, well, now nobody's going to get mental health help because you guys are treating me this way. How very dare you? He tried to throw everyone under the bus and say anyone who was upset with his actions just hated mental health. And he, of course, continued to pretend to be a victim and say people were taking the screenshots out of context, while also stating that he agreed he was being inappropriate in them, and all in all, it was a complete shit show. It was incredibly gross, and most of his audience kind of turned and said, you know what, we're not going to deal with this, we're done. We're not handling this. Cut to now. And him recently making a video on me, in which he says my content is apparently like heroin, and I'm a heroin dealer, and I'm causing people to harm themselves, and that yes, for some reason, he includes that I am a child groomer, because that's an...
Oh, that's really bad. And that's just complete opposite of that. I don't know this girl's heart officially, but they're all the 101, 102 videos I've seen her do, man. That's up to say she was a heroin addict. I don't think she ever did drugs or alcohol, in my opinion. She seems like a real super awesome ass person for the past 2.5 years. All the videos I've seen, even though it's only been 3 weeks, but I only heard about this chick a month ago after the whole Hopeless Peaches versus this chick, but man, it's real left up to call him child grooming. That's unacceptable and very, very evil in society. Now, hopefully it stays like that, because you want to keep children protected safe, especially you parents out there. You gotta make sure you monitor the hell out of your kids. Don't helicopter them too much, but at the same time, do as much as you can. Just let them know. Just be concerned, mom and dad. That's what you gotta do.
Rational response to criticism, I guess. That's a rational response to people saying, hey, don't text 16-year-olds at 3 a.m. asking if they smell bad. Maybe don't. I swear, the more time goes on, the less people are able to handle themselves, just generally. So, let's get into his video, shall we?
Yeah, shit show art. Or creep show art, whatever you want to say. She actually did a drama video on me about some shit that I went through back.
I think I looked a little bit of this, man. I only saw half of the video, but hers really, really garbage, man. It's not all of it, but some of it, she gets way super deep in her story time emotions, like hardcore. You can hear the anger and rage in this chick's voice, man.
In September, when I had somebody decide to cut up some screenshots.
She made a drama about me where I was going through some stuff in September. Okay, this is him downplaying what happened, but the stuff that you were going through in September was literally you talking to a minor at 3 a.m. in an inappropriate manner, which you admitted to yourself. And I only talked about the things you admitted to. And I was one of numerous creators who talked about the things you admitted to and said they were inappropriate. So how is that wrong of me to do? Like, actually ask yourself, how is me talking about things you've done that you admitted to doing that you admit were wrong? That's not cool of me to do. Why? Because it hurts your feelings? Because I don't care about your feelings. I care about people not associating with you and not treating you like a mental health advocate when you're being inappropriate with your fans to the point of trying to sleep with a mentally vulnerable on your own.
Because of an avocation thing, that's kind of like some sheeple, very, very massive, like MK Ultra brainwashing tactics. There's activism, but advocates, I don't know, man. That's a blurry, effed up line, in my opinion.
Fans page. That's what I care about.
And it's so funny how screenshots work. I mean, people reach out to me during this time, and even somebody actually sent me these screenshots from her. And I don't know if they're true or not. I mean, I was sent these. This is a person that I've talked to a few different times. It was actually, they reached out to me through TikTok.
Somebody sent me these screenshots from her. Now, first off, the fact that I even have to talk about these screenshots are laughably bad. Like, these are so fake, it's ridiculous. First off, where's the date? Where's the time? Why is this person using a photo of me from over 5 fucking years ago as an icon? I mean, I truly love the photo, but you literally said in this video,
I'm gonna do something called fun with screenshots. I didn't want to do this actually against another creator because it would be really, really uncool of me to do and make it even bad person. I have 2 phones. I can save somebody in my phone, put their name, I can put a profile picture that I find of them online, and I can have a conversation with myself.
So you found an old photo of me online that's super old and posted it like it, okay, this seems more than a bit sus. Also, I want to point out that never in my fucking life have I ever started a conversation by saying, "What's up?" Like that one commercial that there was a guy who would say, "What's up?" And it was just, nostalgia. I don't know.
It's an old school nostalgia thing, the old "What's up?" I remember that shit. Good nostalgia times, man. It was like an old 1990, 2000, like Super Bowl commercial.
Never started a conversation with that. I have never done that. That is literally, to me, it reeks of 40-year-old trying to pretend to be a 20-year-old type bullshit. And seeing as that is exactly what you're doing here, Eric, with these fake screenshots that you made, I I don't know why you would think this would work. I don't know why you would think anyone would believe I would start a conversation with "What's up?" Does it seem like something I would say? Has anyone ever seen me say that? No. Also, let it be known that I have an iPhone, so my texts would not appear like this. It just would not happen. But let's read the text.
This dude before Edwin. I think he's that one dude, the tea spiller dude. I forgot his fucking name. Tea ringer boxer dude. I forgot. Like, I heard him talk twice about Keemstar and another rep sound before. That dude was funny as heck. I don't know if I'm still subbed him or not. I might be on my backup channel and subscribed him still.
Shall we?
Geico's whole 15 minutes.
Deaf Noodles, I think that's what it was. I gotta pause it again. Sorry, guys. And we're back. Let's keep doing this little commentary reacting.
I don't know why you would think this would work. I don't know why you would think anyone would believe I would start a conversation with "What's up?" Does it seem like something I would say? Has anyone ever seen me say that? No. Also, let it be known that I have an iPhone, so my texts would not appear like this. It just would not happen. But let's read the text, shall we? I start by saying "What's up?" They say "Not much you." I say, "Oh, you know, just being me," which is such a classic saying. Like, how are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, I'm just being me. When people ask me, Shannon, how I am, I don't immediately unload emotional baggage or just say fine. I state, I'm just being me, which is essentially like saying nothing. It's like when someone says, oh, you would do that after you've told them something you've done. It's a pointless statement. I would never say something like this. That's so stupid. But this person goes on to say, I can tell. You always are, LOL. How's YouTube been? And I apparently respond with, been good, doing my
suspect there, okay, how those silly ass kids say nowadays. Sus. It's wild.
Theme, exposing people, LOL. Again, fun fact, I have never said LOL unironically. The only times I have ever used LOL in text is when I am being a cunt-ass bitch or being sarcastic. So the idea that I am talking to someone like this is just really annoying.
I can agree with that. Sometimes in some of her videos she kind of comes off as a little bit of a cunt little bitch. Sometimes in other times she comes a very reasonable, responsible, grown adult woman. Very, very without thinking super rationally, emotionally with her story time videos, which I'm not saying they're all crap. Some of them are kind of silly and others are really, really funny. And some are silly. Let's continue on.
I don't know, if you're going to pretend to be me, do it right. Also, I would never talk about my videos like this. If someone knows my YouTube videos, I wouldn't describe them as just exposing people. I don't come online and think, who am I exposing today, like a little gremlin? This is literally an adult male who doesn't know how females act, writing a parody, and I'm dying, doing my thing, exposing people. Who talks like that? Nobody, especially not me, Jesus Christ. There's an alarm going off outside. Should I continue? Yes, I should. The other person allegedly, that's not the right word. Why did I say allegedly? This didn't fucking happen. This is Eric making fake screenshots. But the other person apparently says, you're an ass. And I say, come on, it's what I do for a living. You know that. And nope. Once again, this obviously is fake because that would literally never happen because this is not what I do for a living. A lot of you guys know that I do YouTube on the side because I find it... God, that alarm is killing me. I find it to be an entirely unreliable income. Most of my YouTube income either goes to paying bills that are left over from my original job or to charity. I make the majority of my money offline though, which is why I cover so many topics that are not specifically ad friendly because I am not in this for money. So the idea that I'm like, LOL, I'm doing this for a living. Oh my God, you know this is what I do. This is how I make my money, brah. LOL, that's how I'm talking. That's just so blatantly false. And it would have been a lot funnier if he tried a bit harder, honestly. Like, just watch a couple of my videos, get how I talk down, parody me right. But it continues with whoever this person is saying, yeah, I don't know, one day you might be LOL, and he means one day I might be the exposed one, as if I haven't already been critiqued online before. And I say, what? How, LOL? Again, I would never type like this is offensive. And they respond, well, the minor thing, for fuck's sake, LOL. Now, this is something... that I think is really pointed because in the original screenshots of him talking inappropriately with a minor, he didn't know what for fuck's sake meant. He didn't know FFS. So I think him putting it in here, because in my video I said, he's an adult man. He doesn't know what this acronym means because he's an older adult man. And I made a joke about that. And so I think this is him really sticking it to me. Like, he's flipping me off by saying, for fuck's sake here. Like, oh, look, I know things. She responds with a classic for fuck's sake, which should have informed him that he was being creepy and weird. However, he's a 40-year-old who is in a conversation with a minor, so he doesn't understand that that's code for this is fucking weird, please stop. And simply went on to say, what does FFS mean? And continues to say, well, there's no fucking if you smell bad, then no babies. But then I respond with, hey, he wasn't that much younger than me. And he says, true, 22 with a 16-year-old ain't all that bad these days. And I respond with, it was 5 years ago. It's fine now, LOL. Why you gotta hash it up, LOL? Anyway, what's going on? That's not why I texted. So obviously, what this adult man is trying to say is that 5 years ago, when I was 22, I dated a 16-year-old. Which didn't fucking happen, and that's so obviously untrue, because I've only dated count them two people my entire adult life, and neither of them were underage. And I have been pretty solidly with one singular person, that being my fucking husband, for about 7 years now, and on and off with my husband for 10 years. So this makes literally no sense whatsoever.
Putting that public information out there, I'm sorry, it's kind of dangerous to me. If I would have been Shannon CreepShow, I would have, kept that shit under the wraps. I'm just saying. Would never put my personal life out there about my family and my sisters and cousins out there and shit like that. You're just throwing out the dirty laundry like that. That's no good. Hey, she wants facts, so somebody's probably going to use that against her. I'm just saying. Ain't going to be me. I'm not trying to be a stan or a fan of her, but man, my opinion is kind of a mistake.
Like, who? Who did I date? Who's coming forward to say I dated them when I was 22 and they were 16? No one. Because I don't even know where I would have met a 16-year-old. Where would I have met this person? Who were they? Why were they? This is such batshit baloney. It's like, just to clarify again, so you guys know how insane this is, this man is accusing me of dating a minor when I was 22, something that could not have happened. 1, because I don't use an Android phone, and that's obviously where these came from. 2, I have never said LOL as much as these texts are saying. 3, there's no date, time, or anything on these screenshots to verify them. 4, because I have been with one singular man for 7 years now, and don't even know how to contact a 16-year-old if I tried. There's so many more things that I could add to make this less believable, but come on, this man is so pissed that I talked about something that he full out admitted to doing, something that he stated multiple times he did and apologized for, that he decided he was going to come online and put out blatantly false allegations out there, fake screenshots, and pretend that me talking about him is somehow the same as him faking screenshots and faking this right now, even though he admitted to doing what I talked about and he's making up fake screenshots and lying. But alright, sure. I was gonna go over the whole video and go over how he calls me a heroin dealer and go over all the fallacies that he brings up, but I don't know. I don't think I have the patience for that. Something about this grown-ass adult man making a video where he just straight up lies and states that I am somehow a child groomer and uses screenshots that he himself made. It's pathetic. This man is pathetic. Am I surprised? No, I am not. It's 2020, the world is terrible, and I'm sure if I wanted to, I could pursue action with this. So with all that being said and done, let me know what you guys think. I've never had someone fake screenshots so obviously about me, in such an obvious, malicious way. So we'll see what I'll do about that. Also, go and subscribe to Christopher Tom. Go send him some love, and with that, I am out of here.
Oh, that was fast. Yeah, so I don't really have overall thoughts, opinions. That's all the shit that I have to say about. This is the last time I'm ever doing any super rant things like commentary, reactions to anybody that's in any of those communities. Which I don't really like talking about the art commentary community or the other ones in the story times or the super drama shit that they talk about. All this super garbage ass fucking people. I don't like giving them no credit, period, whatsoever, at all. I'm not saying she's a garbage ass person. She seems like a super chill chick. Real awesome. She has some real good ass art. I'll admit that. Looks at a lot of old DeviantArt pictures, real kick ass stuff, and Instagram pictures, and not that bad. It's cool stuff. You know, cool beans on that part. And it's funny how she makes this thing baloney batshit crazy. That's the reason I like some of her other videos. She just has some real crazy wacky words like bonkers and superstition and suspicion. You know, that's funny. I like that. She still uses it as entertainment. Some of it, and she does this. You know, she says uses a part-time job. I disagree with that. She probably uses a full-time job because she's still making money on Instagram, Coffee, and a bunch of other sites like Patreon and all that, and YouTube, obviously. I think she took down her Twitter about a month or two ago because, I don't know, it sucks if she got bullied and harassed her. But that's all I gotta say for now. I'm out of here. Links to search about down below to the full video if you want to hear without my commentary, and that's it. Peace out, ladies and gentlemen, bros, women, fanboys, and fangirls, as always. Tacos, Dinky, good mornings. I'll see you when I see you guys today. Have a good night. More if you have any universe out there, stay tuned more for your content channel. Go to video game industry news, and mountain news, internet news, and all these other news. Twitter, Twitch beef, hospital dramas. That's the only kind of drama I usually cover. That's it. And anything to make up beauty community, I will never, ever in a billion years fucking touch. Screw that mess. Cease to exist on my channel. Fuck that. Peace out. I'm Sauerkraut. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I'm out of here. Goodbye.